All right, so I'm just going to get the obligatory I would never make a video like this thing out of the way, but the events of the past couple days have been way too insane and I need to talk about it. So first off, to get it out of the way, I'm sorry for the way I look. I'm trying to grow a beard. It's not working. So with that out of the way, if you're familiar with this channel, if you've been around for a while, you know my content gets stolen a lot. Usually people just take my content, reword it a little bit, re-upload it either with my footage or replacing the footage from something else they downloaded online, and they re-upload it, and sometimes it gets caught and people bring it to my attention, and a lot of times it doesn't. This has happened several times over the years, and I've actually written about it in an article on Medium that you can read. I put it in the description. Or you can check out a video that was made by a great channel called The Hidden One. Now, he made a video covering the Assassin's Creed timeline. And that video, as it appears, was completely stolen, completely ripped off by a channel called The Leaderboard, who also make like timeline and story-based content. That channel, The Leaderboard, has directly stolen my footage before in the past. Now, at the time, I was a very small channel. I didn't want to like piss off this big channel that had a ton of subscribers, so I didn't make a big stink about it at the time. And it just kind of went ignored. So over the years, I've kind of had a chip on my shoulder for the Leaderboard, and sure enough, they're still doing it. And with the advent of AI, it appears that they're doing it on an unprecedented level. So take a pause on this video right now. Go watch the Hidden Ones video if you haven't yet, where he details exactly how the Leaderboard stole his content, and he actually got in contact with some folks who either used to work at the Leaderboard or still do, who gave him some information about what their shady practices include. And their shady practices include using AI. So after you finish that video, come back here. Okay, now that you're back, let's go over how I somehow got involved in this. So I've never made an Assassin's Creed video, but somehow they still ripped me off in their Assassin's Creed video. First thing I'm going to show you is the very first timeline/story summary video I ever made. Here's the first couple seconds of that video.
With Uncharted 4 right around the corner, we here at Suggestive Gaming thought it would be a good idea to give a quick overview for anyone just jumping into the franchise.
That opening became an inside joke with my friends. They thought it was funny the way I said, with Uncharted 4 right around the corner. So it became a joke that I would open every video with that line. Here's some other examples over the years.
With Borderlands 3 right around the corner. With Capcom's Devil May Cry 5 right around the corner. With Alan Wake 2 right around the corner. I, Suggestive Gaming, figured it would be a great time to cover not only the story of the first game.
So for nearly a decade, I've been opening my videos, 60 or so of them thus far, with that line, with blank right around the corner. I, Suggestive Gaming, thought it would be a great time to blah, blah, blah. The Leaderboard's Assassin's Creed video starts thusly.
With Assassin's Creed Shadows right around the corner, I thought that this would be the perfect time to dive into the complete timeline of this behemoth of a franchise.
The only way I can explain this is either somebody deliberately watches my videos and was like, "Yeah, that's how you open these videos, I guess. You just say with the new title right around the corner." The only problem with that possibility is that their video came out after Assassin's Creed Shadows was already released. So that's inaccurate. They wouldn't say with Assassin's Creed Shadows right around the corner. So I think what's more likely is they've fed my videos to AI, and AI writes their scripts based on what I've done for the past decade. Now, to be fair, YouTube does let you opt in or opt out of using your content for training purposes. I am opted out, so that can't be the case. More than likely, in my opinion, the Leaderboard is just a shady operation that outsources a lot of content, uses AI to create other content, and just churns it out as quickly as possible, because the more videos you got, the more ads you're showing, and the more videos you make. But when there's no passion behind anything, when there's no humans involved in the process, are you gonna get content you even want to watch? This was a really bad time to become a full-time YouTuber, let me tell you. Because as a single person who makes all of the video himself, plays through every single game himself to capture the footage in the highest quality so that the people watching it can enjoy, and it's not some ultra compressed footage that you downloaded off of a Let's Play channel. Somebody who takes the time to do all of the research and write the scripts himself to determine what things should be covered and what things should be left out. Apparently, we don't need somebody like that anymore. Just feed it to an AI, churn out an MP4, upload it to YouTube, collect your money and walk away. I don't know, man. H-Bomber Guy talked about this, I want to say it was like a year ago now, and nothing's changed. These channel mills continue to exist, and they're going to get bigger and bigger and bigger because I've seen this happen over the past decade. I've had so many channels rip off my content. It's unbelievable, but they still thrive. They're still making money. I've watched people buy Teslas with the money they've made off of my content. It's insane, but that's what happens on this platform when nobody does anything. And for the record, a lot of people will come to me and say, oh, you're only saying this because you don't like them making timeline videos that compete with yours, which is absolutely untrue. Because anybody who makes content on YouTube knows if somebody else makes a Kingdom Hearts timeline video and it starts getting hits, mine's going to show up in the recommended. They're going to want to watch mine too. And guess what? People cover things different ways. I'm going to make an Assassin's Creed video one day that's going to be different than the one that the Hidden One made. And you can go and watch his. It'll be different than mine. You can learn things from his. You can learn things from mine. You can enjoy his in different ways. You can enjoy mine in different ways because we're going to present it differently. We're going to give you different sides of the story. But when you're just feeding an AI all of those different perspectives, what do you get? I don't know, man, but I don't want to see it, and I hope you guys don't either. So all I can say is hold the leaderboard accountable and hold anybody else accountable that you see stealing content. If you see a video and you're like, hey, that's pretty similar to another video I saw, go let that other creator know, because that's the only way we find out, trust me. Because that's how the Hidden One found out. That's how I found out every single time my content was stolen. Sorry, this is just something I get passionate about because I've literally been dealing with it for a decade now. It's insane. And it still happens, and it's going to keep happening. Hopefully we can fight back. Help me out, guys. Thank you, and hopefully I'll see you in a happier one next time.